Hey guys, welcome to my first video. Today I'm going to talk about how to start a successful SSO club, or at least just some things I've learned from being a club owner myself. This is all just based on my own experience, so it's definitely not perfect, but hopefully it helps someone who's thinking about starting a club or already has one. Before I start, I just want to introduce myself a bit and my club. My name is Ellery, and I own a club in Star Stable called Air Wings Army. It's still a growing club, and I'm still learning a lot as I go, but that's also kind of what makes it fun. Tip 1. Don't rush members. The first thing is don't rush getting members. When I started my club, I accepted a lot of random people because I wanted the club to grow fast. At first it felt nice seeing a full club, and it looked like everything was going really well, and I was honestly really excited about it. But later I realized a lot of them were inactive or didn't really fit the club. Some people barely came online, some didn't really participate in events, and it started feeling a bit unorganized. Then I had to spend time replacing members and trying to fix everything, which honestly takes a lot of effort and is way harder than I expected. So I think it's better to grow your club slowly with active people who actually fit the vibe instead of just trying to fill it quickly. Tip 2 is set rules early. Another thing is setting rules early. At first I didn't really focus on rules because I thought it would make the club feel too strict or not fun, so I just kind of let things happen naturally. But later I started noticing small problems showing up during events and in chat. Sometimes people would interrupt, not really follow instructions, or there would be misunderstandings that could have been avoided if things were clearer from the start. I also realized that once those habits start in a club, it becomes a lot harder to fix them later without it feeling awkward or causing drama. So even just having simple rules helps a lot, like being respectful, communicating properly, and knowing what is expected during events. It doesn't need to be super strict or complicated, but it definitely helps keep everything more organized and calm. Tip 3. Be consistent with events. Another important thing is being consistent with events. You don't need to host big or complicated events all the time because that can actually become stressful really quickly. When I started, I kind of thought events had to always be something huge or perfect, but that's not really true. Even small things like training together, doing trail rides, championships, or just hanging out in game already make a big difference. I noticed that when there aren't regular events, members slowly become less active or stop joining in because the club starts feeling a bit quiet. But when you keep doing even small activities, it helps the club feel alive and keeps people interested and involved. And honestly, sometimes events don't go as planned and turn into chaos, but those are usually the funniest moments anyway. Tip 4. Communication is everything. Communication is really important in a club. Most problems happen because people misunderstand each other or things aren't explained clearly from the start. I've noticed that even small misunderstandings can turn into bigger issues if they're not talked about properly, especially during events or in group chats. So I try to keep everything simple and clear, like making sure everyone knows what's happening, what time events are, and what is expected from members. It also helps a lot to just speak up early instead of letting problems sit for too long, because that usually makes things more complicated later on. Tip 5. Don't try to be perfect. And lastly, don't try to make your club perfect right away. When I first started, I thought everything needed to be organized immediately, like perfect members, perfect events, and no problems at all. But I've learned that clubs don't work like that. They grow over time, and you slowly figure out what works and what doesn't. Every club starts a bit messy in the beginning, and that's completely normal. So instead of stressing about everything being perfect, it's better to just focus on improving little by little and learning as you go. So yeah, those are just some things I've learned from running a club in SSO so far. I'm still learning as I go, but I hope this helps someone who's either starting a club or already has one and is figuring things out. My club is called Air Wings Army, and it's still growing, but I'm really excited to see where it goes. Thanks so much for watching my first video. I really appreciate it, and hopefully there will be more videos soon. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe.